Okay, so let's add some legs to our pegboard. I'm going to start by creating a new component. I'm going to come up here. Oh, I haven't saved it yet, so we should probably save this. Save. Okay. And I had just named it pegboard. You didn't see it, but I did. And it's saved, so I can come right up here and say new component. And there's my new component, and this is going to be called leg. Very original. And I'm going to draw the leg on this plane right here. So I need to get a new sketch going. And I'm going to click this plane, and I'm going to use a rectangle tool, overlap the end of the leg a little bit. And it's going to be 3/4 inch thick because I'm using the same wood that I made the board out of. And I'm going to make it, well, 5 3/4 tall. Alright, so that's good. And I need to move this around so it's exactly where I want it. I want this to be halfway. That looks pretty darn close, but we better check. So I'm going to use the dimension tool, measure from there to there, and that's supposed to be 0.35. I guess that's right. But let's play around with some math. I want to make it 0.75 divided by 2. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And now I want to move it, make sure that it's a good distance from the top. So again, I'm going to click there, there, and let's make that 1 inch. Alright, now I'm ready to extrude. E for extrude. And I'm going to pull this back. Now, we know this is 5.5 inches wide, but what if you didn't know that? You wanted this to extrude back to the back edge. Instead of saying distance, we can say to object. Then I can, select this profile, avoiding that profile. And then I'm going to drag it back to there. Just like that. 5.5. That's cool. And there it is. Now let's change the color. Let's make it orange. Hang on. And I think we're in good shape. Let's save, just to catch our work so we don't lose it. And now I'm ready. I could make a new leg, but why? Let's just make a copy of this one and flip it over to that side. If I try copying this, it's not going to let me. No, it's not going to let me because the leg is where I am right now. That's where the active part of the drawing. And you can see that by this little circle here. I actually want to raise up higher into the organization of this drawing. I want to go all the way up and make the whole thing active. So if I click on this, there, now both colors are nice and pretty. Now I should be able to affect changes to these parts. So let's move copy and make a copy. And let's move it over and flip it around. Not close enough. And now we can join it. Let's join that flat. Come on. There we go. That flat plate with that plate. Okay. Now, will that one move? No. Oh, but look, those two aren't connected. So I guess we need another joint. Yes, leave it where I put it. Let's do that bottom plate. That one. Alright, I think that's my pegboard with legs. You'll notice now I have 2 legs. What if I were to change the color? Because the orange is kind of not working with the green for me. Let's see, if I change it to a pale blue, what's going to happen to the other leg? If you guessed that it would change too, you were right. And oh my god, that looks terrible. Let's go back and stick with the orange. Alright, so that's it for part 2.